Okay, so sometimes I'm going to ask you to find the perimeter of an object, and there's going to be some missing parts to it. Okay, as indicated here with Q and P. Okay, there's some missing parts. So we can't quite find the perimeter until we know the measurement of these parts. My biggest hint to you is to break this shape up into smaller parts to figure out what the length is. First off, I'm going to focus on Q. Okay, I want to find Q first. Look at what I'm going to do here. If I draw a line right here, and I completely cover up this bottom part, okay, and just focus on this shape right here, this rectangle, what is Q equal to? Well, look at what it corresponds with. This side will correspond with this side. So Q is equal to its opposite side, which is 6 meters. Okay, so Q is equal to 6 meters. Okay, so we just found our Q side, which is 6 meters. Alright, so let me erase this now. We're back to our original shape. Didn't change anything, I just made the problem easier by breaking it up into smaller parts. Now we need to find P. Alright, so P equals. Let's break this up into something smaller. I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to draw a line that separates these two shapes. Now, I notice here that at the bottom, this line right here is 8 meters, okay? If this line right here is 8 meters, then isn't this line 8 meters as well? It is, should be, okay? This is a rectangle. So right here, this whole line is 8. But they only gave us 3 and 2. Well, 3 plus 2 is 5. But it's supposed to be 8. So how would I find this missing piece to make it all equal the same? Well, can't I just take this side, 8, minus 5, and get 3? So now, 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So now, this side is 8. Well, look at what we just found. We found this piece right here. And doesn't this line correspond with this line down here? So if this line right here is 3, then this line up here must be 3. Okay, and that is how you find the missing part there. Okay, here's another example. Same kind of deal. We're missing 2 parts here. Okay, we're missing our D, and we're missing our C. Okay, so once again, we need to break it up into smaller parts so that we can find these different variables up here. All right, I'm going to focus on we'll go with the D first. Okay. D equals. Once again, I'm going to fill this so it's a whole shape, okay, to make it nice and easy for me to see. So I'm going to go ahead and draw in. I'm not the best drawer, but I do my best. Okay. So right now I just kind of created a rectangle, okay, and I'll outline the whole thing in purple. Okay, so kind of make it easier to see. Now, they gave us a part up here, which was 12 inches. But here's another part that I don't quite have yet. Can you see what this part would equal? The number is already given. Can you see it? Right in here. Okay, this line right here corresponds sorry. This line, let me try to make it bigger here. This line corresponds with this one up here. Okay? So if that line is 16, then this line is 16. So this entire line right here is 12 plus 16. So this whole line is 28 inches. Now, if this is 28 inches, then this line must also be 28 inches. So D is equal to 28 inches. You look for those corresponding parts. Look for those corresponding parts. All right, I'm going to erase this to make it easier to see. No, these lines everywhere. Okay, so now we need to focus in on the C. All right, C is right here. And I was given that this part is 4 inches. So I need to find this part right here. I need to find that part. That's my missing part. Okay, and that corresponds with this C over here. Okay, that's my missing part. So how would I find that? Well, it's going to have something to do with this guy over here. Okay? This side corresponds with this side. Okay? So if this is 12 inches, then this side must be 12 inches. But they said this is 4. That's because we have to find this part. And we do that by subtracting 12 minus 4. Okay? 12 minus 4 is 8. So this part right here must be 8. So therefore, if this part is 8, then C must be 8. And we were in inches.